Friends, now this topic is on our validations. Validation is very important in our ASP document as compared to the data validations, which is correct in the format of require field, range, compare, etc. Okay. So actually, what happens in validations? So now, see here, students. If you see validator which having range of required, compare, range, regular expressions, customs, and after that, with having the it's a validation summary class. As considering the required field validator means what students the data which needs to enter only and only, which not be blank. The data must be required in your text box field. What happens in range validator students? Range which suggests you the basic range from as considered from 1 to 100, from 50 to 100, or from 60 to 100, or from 18 to 90, just like which range you given to in that validator which performs according to that. This is called the range validator. As I'm saying, the compare validator, if you see students, the compare validator basically used in a password verifications as if you enter the password, then it is correct yes or no, then it will suggested by the compare validator. Must that the data entered into the next text box should be exactly matched with the first text box, that is your compare validator. Got it? Compare validator always compare your password verifications. After that, the any text box which needs to require exactly the same as the previous, just like your current permanent address is the same as the current address, just like example which is present in your compare validator. Getting? If you see students, the regular expressions validator, what happens in the regular expressions validator? As considering your email address, your phone number, which having specific character, specific symbols are there, special characters are there. These are tracked by regular expressions validator. Suppose I want to track the email IDs, then email IDs should be inserted with a proper letter. If you're missing the at the rate, then it will show you the error. Okay, custom validator, as you wish to develop custom applications, then at that time which is used. And if you see the validation summary, what about the validation summary? It will display all the errors which is present in that page, which is shown by the validator, which is called the validation summary, which is having the two options with that bulleted list and on the your browser way, okay, which may represent on your top of the browser and also on your validation summary at the below of that page. Two ways to represent the validation summary. If you see students, these are one forms which having your name, password, confirm password, your age, and your email ID. If you see students, here are the enter your names field. In this enter your name field, if you see here, you should enter your name here. Okay, if it is a blank, then it will display the error as a name as a mandatory field. Okay, if you miss to enter your name here, so this message will be applied to you by the require field validator. First validator, require field validator. If you see students, after that password you enter, as it will display, if you miss the entering your password, it will display the error as a password required. Confirm password required. Also now it will compare with a previous password. If it matches, then the error it will not shown to you. If it is a not matches, then it will shown to you as a please enter correct password or please confirm your password, previous password. If I'm entering here password as a 123 and in the confirm password as a 123, then it will match. If it is exactly true, then no any kinds of error. If it is exactly not true, then it will display the error as a please check your password. Getting this kinds of validator, that is your confirm password. If you see in this enter your age, if you see in you can enter your age as suppose from your 1 to 60, 70, 80, 90 also. Okay. If you enter your age as a 200, then it may display the error as a your range validator. Getting these are the range validator examples of your age, which is in between that range, particular range. Okay. If you see students, it having a email ID, as I'm saying you, the regular expressions validator are also used here. If you enter the email ID and miss the @ symbol, or you have to miss the dot point, then it will show you the error message. Okay. At that time, regular expressions validator will work. It will firstly check the @ presence and also the dot presence in your email ID. If it is a missing, then regular expressions validator shows the error as a please enter your correct email ID. That is your all the error message which is displayed by your validators. If you see what kinds of members and descriptions having present in that validations, members, first of all, the control to validate field, these fields are very important as it indicates the input control to validate the data. Display, which indicates how the error message is shown to the user, this may display here. Enable client script, it will indicates whether client-side validations will take yes or no. It will display. Also enabled, as if it is a true, then it will work. If it is a not a true, then it will not work. These are the enabled or disabled. If you see an error message, it indicates the error string. Text message, if you see error text is to be shown if validations fail. If it having any error, then it having some text field to show that message. That is what your text property. Getting that. After that, if you see require field validations having some of its a code as it will run at a server side control to validate property, and it having its which control you have to validate, these are represented by here. Okay. Error message, which message you want to display here, here are completed. And please choose a candidate name. These are the message which is displayed by the required field validator. Initial value, what about the initial value? Please choose a candidate, such kinds of initial value you have to insert here. And after that, it now close. That is what your required field validator. What about the range validator? Now, if you see in that code, according to the range validator, it having its ID run at a server level, control to validate property, which kinds of text box you have to want to check for a range, that it's a name here. Okay, these are the names here. Error message, which message you want to display, that is your that message, then minimum value, and according to that types of the value, that is what integer, your float, your character, your string types, it may also displayed in here as a type. If I'm choosing the integer, so you need to enter the data in the form of the integer. That is what from 1 to 6, 1 to 50, 50 to 30, 50 to 60, 70, something like this. Okay. This may introduce in your integer type, that is your range validator. If I'm saying that it having a character format, then it mentions the range as from A to Z, from A to B, A to D, E, F, as per your wish. From any character to any character, you may mention the according to the range here. From floating point also, you may mention from point wise to next point wise. This is your range validator. Very good validators are there, are range validators. As like these are the examples now. If you see here, students, if I've entered the value as a 50, so enter a value in a specified range. If you see, this is the proper message which is displayed by the your range validator. As if I'm enter here a 50, but actual range given is from 100 to 200. I want to enter only from 100 to 200 any numbers, but I'm enter here as a 50, so it not like this. So it will display the error as a please enter in a specified range. these are the error message which is shown to you by the range validator. Okay, so now students, it having the topic, very good topic, the validations in our ASP.NET according to the range and required field validator. So hope you like this session. So thank you, students. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, students.